Hello all, very warm welcome and how are you all? I hope so everyone is doing good. So we are conducting live session after very long time. So I have prepared my canvas like this, okay? Let's wait for people to join. You can let me know if you can hear me properly. So let's start with the painting now. I'm arranging my canvas now. Okay. So this side I'll be keeping my palette. So as a palette I'm just using one plastic top of the container. So this is okay, this overall arrangement. I hope so all of you can see this canvas here. Okay. On my right hand side I have kept glasses filled with water. Okay. Suppose if you are right handed, you will keep it on your right hand. So there is no shadow, I guess. Okay, now this is perfect. So before starting, let me introduce myself. I'm Aditi and you are watching this live session on my YouTube channel Anahat Art. So how are you all? So we are using acrylic tube colors, which is Camlin. Okay. If you have any other brand like Fevicryl or this Montmartre, okay, you can use them, no worries. For painting we'll be using round brush and flat brush. So whenever I'm using round brush, I will say I'm using round brush, and whenever I'm using flat brush, I will say I'm using flat brush. Okay. So let's start now. So everyone has this painting with you, right? So I have used this color here as an Indian yellow, all right, and I have mixed little bit of white with it. Okay, so again I am showing you what I did. Mix this. I have already marked this with the paper tape, okay, for the border. So this is my second layer of the color, all right. See, you can use palette if you have. All right, this is how I have done the work. Now what we are going to do is we will take help of pencil. Okay, we will draw the girl first. Okay, cause basic background I have done here. So I will draw here this silhouette of the girl. Okay, so it will help me to mark my outline for the outfit also. Let's start. Suppose if you have to decide uh, from where the mountains will come, then you can draw that also, just a rough outline. Okay, I guess you can see this, right? We will just mark from where to where we want the silhouette. So in the middle I am going to draw this. Okay, first I have drawn the head part. See, all the detail work we can do later on. First, I'm just doing the rough outline. Okay. Okay. So this is how it will look now. So let's start now with the painting. So I'm taking the green shade first. See, I have three colors in green. Okay. I hope so palette is visible. Okay. So one lighter shade also of the green. And one sap green. See, as my canvas is very small, I am using small round brushes. Okay. If you are using bigger canvas, you can go for the bigger round brushes. First I am painting with the background. Little bit of sap green. Okay. Why here I have painted sap green? Because I wanted to show the flowers here. Okay, as I go up, I will add the lighter shade of the sap green here. Okay, as we go up, we are going to apply the darker tone here. So first I'm applying the darker tone and then we will do the shading part later on. So there are different levels here, like different shades of mountains. So to get that tones, first we need to have the basic background. Okay, now I'm using blue shade, slightly green I'm taking, and slightly blue. I'm adding this together, dark green. Now this I'm applying here. Suppose if you don't have some colors, you can always mix and match and create that shade. Okay, if you have cobalt blue, you can make it lighter to the sky blue by adding white to it. Alright, so no need to buy the shades. Okay, so this is how we have getting this. Okay, now let this thing to get dry. What we will do, we will color the bag here. Okay, take yellow ochre also. This is burnt sienna and yellow ochre I am taking. I got excess out, so I will just take this much, and rest I will put it back in the tube. Okay. You will need this somewhere here at the back, so let's apply that here. So to have this color for your bag, I am mixing yellow ochre and the burnt sienna together, little bit of water. Okay, to have a darker and lighter shade, we will use white and Persian blue. So this is the darker tone I am creating using the Persian blue, and then we are taking white. Alright, so this is how you are detailing your bag. Now let's add green here. Now let's go for the jacket of the girl. I'm taking different shade of denim, okay, so that it won't match with the background. So this is my shade for the denim, all right. Okay, so now it is merging. Let's wait. Let's create tones of this color. Okay, so I'm merging this when this is wet. Okay, all right. Let's wait to get this dry. Meanwhile, I'm creating a shade for the hair color, which is your burnt sienna, and add this with the Persian blue. Just the basic uh, background of the hair. Don't use black, okay? So slowly we are shaping this. Now I will need white and the this sort of color, sort of little bit dirty color for the skirt part. Okay, which I am mixing with the white on this spot. So let me take white more now. Okay, we will do the shading part here. First, let's go for the denim now. See, there are folds and small minute details, so we need to work on that. Okay, I'm just zooming in so that you can see this very well. Okay, very fine outline I am going to do here first. See, if you are not comfortable doing this, you can just leave it with the few shading part. Okay, this is the lighter shade I have used here for the shading. Okay, at the edge here. All right. Okay, so it will be like this. So now we'll prepare the color for skin tone. Let's take yellow ochre, burnt sienna, and mix this with the white. Little bit of crimson red I am taking. this we can do the outline here with the burnt sienna. Okay, like this. Let this have settled down. Now let's move for the background here. Now we have to start doing the painting with the sunflowers also, right? So let's have this background here. You can make this background little bit pastel in shade. Above this, we are going to do the clouds. So do like this session if you are loving this painting, and those who have said they don't have time, I hope so you will do this by watching this video on Saturday and Sunday. So if you have any question, you can ask me. Let's wait for this portion to get dry. Okay. Hi Sangeeta ji, hi Shweta ji, Alpana ji. Thank you so much for watching this session. We'll continue once this part gets dry. So now let's take, this is the yellow, cadmium yellow. We have lemon yellow also. So we are slowly merging this wherever it is necessary to create different shades of the land. Okay, like this. Slowly I am adding yellow ochre also. There is one more color you can use, which is permanent yellow dip. Now let's take a flat brush and we are just merging these colors like this, only with the dabbing, okay, not spreading. Now coming to this part of the grass part, I'm taking Persian blue and it's a Verdian hue you can take. So this shade I'm creating over here, little bit darker. Okay. And I'm just going to dab in between here, like this. This is for some reason that you will come to know when you are going to start dropping the grass. Okay, this same shade I'm going to use over here at this part somewhere. Now I'm taking the lighter green here, with the white here, which I'm using. Let me use more finer brush. Okay. Which I'm using to make the grass, okay, here. So hope so now you have understood why I have used the dark shade in the background. Okay. Now we did that. Now let's go for the darker tone that we have created here. Okay. Now we will use this tone here, this. Okay. You can use yellow also, the smaller amount of yellow. So again, very small details here also. So once your background is done, like your base work is good, then you can do the details very nicely. If your base work is not good and you are going to do the background, then you are going to do the details, then it is not going to happen. Okay. Now let's wait for this to get dry. Meanwhile, here I am using this color which is yellow dip inside here. Same I am going to use here like this, like in the flower shape. And when this is dry, on top of this I am going to use the lighter shade. So this will take time to dry. So let's finish now other parts of the painting, which is this also. Okay. So we have to go for the mountains here also, like this is incomplete. All right. Let's take again the light blue. Okay, here light blue. and small amount of green here. So I'm just trying to create different shades here. All right. So this way we can conclude the, you know, now I'm using the sap green here. So slowly this is taking shape, and what we are going to do, in between here also we are going to drop the lighter shade of sap green, okay, and the dark green shade, okay, like this. So again I'm taking the darker green. You can show smaller trees here on this land like this. So this is how we have done this much. Again, very smaller detail that I wanted to complete, which is here at this part. Okay. Now let's go for the skin tone and the hair color. So first for the skin tone, I'm taking again burnt sienna here, very small amount, and the crimson, crimson and white, and small amount of burnt sienna. I'm taking more white now, which I'm going to place it here at the edge. So somehow here I feel that my hands are very big now. I'm feeling that way. So I'm just adding this green here like this. Okay. So this is to have a crisper body part here. You got it? Why I have just again used this. I've done this part. Same I will go for the leg portion here. Now let's add little bit white. This has get dry. Let's paint our sunflowers on top of this. So even when you're painting this, you will free you will feel that freedom. So I want all of you to try this painting. Though you are not good at the drawing and everything, if you just follow these steps, I hope, I'm damn sure that you will paint this painting. So we are not yet finished. We have to do the skirt part here. So smaller detail that we are adding here. So this is how we have completed. We have not yet completed. but I will make sure the detailing I will add in the shorts with the explanation, so that all of you can work on this with the very details. Okay, thank you so much for watching this session. Bye bye.